All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go over the problem from yesterday. The problem says a fundraising dinner was held on 2 consecutive nights. On the first night, 100 adult tickets were sold and 175 children's tickets were sold for a total of $937.50. And then on the second night, 200 adult tickets and 316 children tickets for a total of $1,790. So find the price of each type of ticket. So there's two variables here. X is going to be the price per adult ticket and Y is the price per child ticket. Once we set these up, then the next thing you're going to do is create your two equations. Well, the first equation will be 100 adult tickets, so 100X plus 175 children's tickets, so it's 175Y, equals the total for that night, which is $937.50. The second equation will be 200 adult tickets, so 200X plus 316 children tickets, which is 316Y, equals a total of 1,790. You can use the 0.00 or you don't have to. All right, so we could absolutely use elimination or substitution to solve this, but the easiest way to go about this is using matrices. So I'm going to go into my matrix by hitting second x to the negative 1, and I'm going to edit this first one. It right now is a 1 by 1. I need this to be a 1, 2, 3, so there's going to be 3 of these and 2 of these. So this is, remember, rows first, column second, so I'm actually going to need the 2 first, 2 by 3. And if you mess this up, you just go back into it using the arrows and then you just change it up to be whatever you need. So we need a 2 by 3. You're going to be typing in the numbers for the coefficients for x and y. So this is going to be 100 and then 175. And then this last one will be 937. 0.5 or 0.50, and then this is 200, 316, and 1790. You don't need the 0.00, same thing. All right, so what we're going to be doing now is quitting out and going back into the matrix, and now we're going to math. We're scrolling down until we see RREF, so it's right here at this B, so you're going to hit this. And we need to do the RREF of matrix A. So I have to go back into matrix again by hitting second x to the negative 1. Enter. I like to close it with the parentheses just because. And then enter again. And then here we go. So it gives us this matrix. And this might not make any sense. What this matrix says, the matrix says 1, 0, and then 5. Oops. And then 0, 1, and 2.5. What this matrix actually means, this is actually representing x, so this is saying x equals 5. And then the second one, the bottom row, means y. This is y equals 2.5. So that means that it costs $5 for each adult ticket and $2.50 for each child ticket. So you could take 5 and replace it in for x and 2.5 and replace it in for y, and it will equal both of these equations. Honestly, you can't go wrong. The calculator does it all for you, and it basically solves it with elimination, but you don't have to memorize any of the steps or really do anything. So it's nice, quick, and easy. So that would be the answer for that problem here. We're going to continue on with this page in our notes and finish out section 4.5 now. So if you can get out your notes, please. The next thing we're going to be doing is using a graphing calculator to solve a system of equations in 3 variables. So here's an example of 3 equations. Now, if you remember before break, we were solving systems of equations like this, and we were doing this by hand. So we were using like double elimination to solve these. Now we don't have to do that. Now we can use our graphing calculators, which makes it basically so easy since you don't have to do any math. You just have to memorize the steps and kind of work with the calculator. So here's how it works. I need to go back into, I'll clear this out, I need to go back into this matrix, and you have an option to either just like take it and edit it and just change it and then type over, or if you would rather just clear everything out, you can always just do a memory reset. So by going all the way down to reset all RAM, reset. It just takes all of your settings and brings them back to the original. You might like that better than going in and typing over. So now everything's gone. So now I need to create a new matrix, and you could also leave matrix A in there and just use a separate one. You just will start collecting a bunch of different ones. But now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns and 3 equations, so 3 rows. So this is going to be a 3 by 4 matrix. And again, if you mess this up and put the 4 first and the 3 second, just switch it around and it'll like delete itself and figure it out for you. So what you're doing is you're going to be typing in all of the coefficients of the numbers. The number in front of this x is 1, so this is going to be 1. And then this is a negative 2. And then a positive 2. And then 9. Next one is negative 1, 3. There is no z, so you keep a 0 there. And then equal to negative 4. Just be careful if you do skip a variable. It's important to make sure you put a 0 in there. Then this is 2. Also, if it's a minus sign, make sure you put it in as a negative. So 1, and then 10. So we're going to be solving this system of equations, 3 variables, and we don't have to do any math. All we do is we follow these steps. So what we did already is we entered in the coefficients. Here's our matrix. We're going to quit out of this. We're going to do the same steps as before. We're going to go back into the matrix. We're going to go over to math. Scroll down until you see RREF. Hit enter. And make sure you go back into the matrix and select matrix A. Hit enter. And there is the answer. There is no math required. So now all you need to do is those couple of steps. It just takes a little bit of time. You put in your answer. This is telling me that x is equal to 1, y is negative 1, and z is 3. You kind of have to memorize what this means. This means that here are your 3 answers. X is first, y is second, z is third. And that's it. The answer is 1, negative 1, 3. And it works every single time. So what you guys are going to do now is try this equation here. Try to solve this system of equations here using your matrix, using your graphing calculator and the matrix steps to do that. If you don't have a graphing calculator and you did not download the software, or you're not able to download the software, I'm sorry to tell you, but you can just do this the old way by solving this with elimination. We did this a couple weeks ago. You basically choose one of the variables to eliminate, and then you eliminate that, and then you'll be down to 2 variables, and then you use elimination again to eliminate another one. So you can definitely still solve this problem. It just takes a lot longer than those of us who have the software downloaded on our computers, or we have a graphing calculator. And I'm really sorry for that. Unfortunately, because of the times, I can't let you borrow one, or I absolutely would. So after you're done solving that, I will have an answer key on Schoology, so please look on Schoology to make sure you got the right answer. And then the last thing you are going to do is work on the next activity in Schoology. So look out for the answer key in Schoology and look out for the next activity in Schoology.